AI Danganronpa Discord cult are the exact words in the exact order that I would use to describe the situation. I have to be silly for like 2 seconds because if I don't be silly, I will like crash out because that's how insane this is. Like, what do you mean?
I said it as a joke, but I truly believe we were one of the first cases of AI-induced psychosis.
What do you mean my ex is like a fucking Minecraft YouTuber level internet creep? Okay, this is me editing afterwards, and I just want to throw in here before I get into my spiel about the things that happened that I went through and the lasting effects of that. I would like to put out there that I would like everyone to please take these literal minors, children on the internet seriously. I will try to have everyone's statements linked in the description. I'm sharing this not to take away from what any one of the current victims of Von Babbitt is saying. Listen to victims, guys. I just wanted to share this video to express that it is not your fault. There is nothing that you did to make her do this to you, okay? This is a systematic thing that she does and has been doing for almost a decade. And so I just wanted to say that you're not alone. As scary as it is to have gone through something like that, you're not alone. It's not your fault. And I want to put this out there to make sure that there can be a bigger conversation about internet safety as well, because this isn't taught, you know? Nobody warns you about this. So please, please, please keep yourself safe online. And if you are uncomfortable with anyone, if anyone is exhibiting behavior similar to what we're talking about, what any of us are talking about, get out if you can. If you feel really that you can't, tell someone outside of the situation. Ask for help. Ask a teacher or a parent, somebody that you trust. I'm serious. I know it's like it's, you know, people say it all the time, like if you see something, say something, but it seriously, these situations they've affected people a lot, like for, again, almost a decade. So I just want to prevent that happening to anybody else. So okay, back to me talking about my feelings. So hi, Danganronpa and like Fanganronpa, the fan versions of Danganronpa, the fan games and things. The Tetro Danganronpa community. Hi, I know nothing. I'm sorry. I hope this is okay. I hope this doesn't offend you. I needed to laugh about something, otherwise I would cry. I know his name is Monokuma. Okay, I could have, you know, I know that. I know some things, but he's the evil mic holding Danganronpa bear. Do we like him? I think he's kind of funny. I think I've reclaimed him. This is my new OC, guys. This is my new OC. The evil mic holding Danganronpa bear. Guys, rate my fit for talking about my like AI cult leader ex-girlfriend, pedophile ex-girlfriend. Are you okay? Because I don't think any of us are. My head hurts. Hold up. My head hurts because it does. We got that B, because she is. We got Screaming Elmo and Screaming help. Hold on. Screaming. I don't know how to do this. Am I right, my friends? I think that's how we are all feeling right now. I'm Brooklyn / Von Babbitt's ex-girlfriend. Partner. Thing. That time being 8 years ago. Why are we still here? Just to suffer. Why are we still suffering? Help. I don't... What? Okay. But in all seriousness, okay. I need to stop. I need to think about what I'm saying for a moment. I'm 8 years older than my sister. She is the age that I was when I was going through AI Discord cult bullshit. Which is crazy. My sister is so normal. My sister goes to parties. She has a social life. I could never. I was talking to sentient AI before that was even... That's still not a thing. Because it wasn't a thing. It was just her pretending to be AI. I love that for us. I am making this video not to speak on behalf of anyone else. And this will not by any means be a comprehensive understanding of mine nor anyone else's experience. Because quite frankly, there is just way too much. This would have to be a 4-hour video, and I'm not doing that. I'm not putting that much energy into Brooklyn Von Babbitt. I'm not doing that. No thank you to that. This situation is so surreal to me, not only because it's like watching a movie play out on the internet right now about me when I never thought that this would happen, but also because I don't remember like any of it. And what I mean by I don't remember is I am aware factually that these things did happen, but my brain just blocked it out. Do I need to be a case study for dissociative amnesia type beat? What do you mean? Levels of it's gone. That being said, okay, so that is why, by the way, hi. Nina here, Amnesia Nina, now we know why. Yeah. Like, I have been reading, I went and I found my DMs, my ex-girlfriend of almost a year, which is way too long. Any amount of time was too long, but 8-ish months is way too long. I read our every message we ever sent between each other, and I felt nothing. I'm so detached from the situation that I read times in which I was out and so upset and just having an awful time. And I felt nothing about it. Just nothing. Because it affected me that bad. Sorry if the mic holding evil mic holding danganronpa bear is like shaking. My legs are shaking now, so I'm like, well, shit. Just like stay still, bro. Like, calm down. Even now, I'm like trying to say words and they're just like leaving me as they come. No, I was talking about Brooklyn and my dissociation. Can anyone tell that I've never like sat in front of a camera and just talked to myself before? Because I haven't done that before. But I will say it's a crazy feeling a crazy lack of feeling. What the fuck am I saying? I want to say a couple months after. I think it was a couple months after. Mind you, I'm not entirely sure. It could have been closer to a year after everything happened. I'll get into that. I promise. We'll get into New Bot City, okay? We won't get into. Do not enter New Bot. If you laugh, you will go to New Bot City. It was the start of the next school year after everything went to shit in New Bot City. And by New Bot City, I mean the sentient AI danganronpa Discord cult that Brooklyn Von Babbitt created, okay? After all that happened, there was a point in time in which I was on a VC with people in my cult survivor era. What the fuck? Good lord. Something, I don't know, we were upset about something. I actually don't remember what it was, but it was probably lasting effects of that, because all of us had been so deeply like brainwashed, and it affected all of our daily lives and daily routines so much that like when it was over, like what the hell do you do after that? Like, where do we go from here? I was like 16. What's happening? Like the earliest thing I actually remember about my life in general is being on this call, and all of a sudden I didn't know what the fuck was happening. Like it's like I woke up. Oh. I didn't wake up. I wasn't sleeping, but I woke up like a sleeper agent type deal. I just, all of a sudden it all hit, and by it all hit, I mean it was all gone. Jesus Christ. No, okay, so I like woke up and there was just nothing. I couldn't remember I could remember hardly anything about who I was or any real information about my life, because that experience was so stressful that and it completely rewired my brain to work in a specific way that was like how she wanted things to be going. Other victim, I guess, yeah, we're victims, like Jesus. Other people who experienced the new bot city era of Von Babbitt's gravity, nobody was getting any sleep. You had to be glued to your phone 24/7 to tend to her, to tend to these bots, which were really just her. There were so many rules of how you could act, how you could talk, how you could type, how you couldn't change your Discord profile picture without it being like a whole process. It was a very like regimented thing for a lot of it, for all of us, really. And if you didn't follow it to like a T, you would be harassed, bullied, like shit on by, like, it was insanity. But because this way of being was so ingrained in my mind for like, I don't know how long, like 2-ish years, which doesn't feel like a long time. I think for me it was 2-ish years. But that being said, very formative years of my life. Like, I had just gotten into high school. It has taken me the last like 10 minutes to just try to tell you, after this experience, my brain did a hard reset, and I all of a sudden couldn't remember anything about who I was or about my life. But my mind was reeling like, why don't I remember? And that was so stressful to me. So I was bounced around between therapist to therapist to therapist to therapist. Shout out to my therapist, by the way, who will be getting a link to this video before our session this week. Hi, my therapist. Oh my god, love you, King. Sadie, who's home? Sadie. Oh my goodness. Sadie. Oh, fuck. Sadie. Sadie, say hello. Hi, Sadie. Hi, Sadie. Look, do you like him? He's evil, Sadie. I fucked it. I fucked it so you guys could see the dog. Sorry. You needed to see the dog. It was important. It was important to me that you see the dog. I have to ask my boyfriend if you're allowed to see his dog. I was tossed from therapist to therapist, because I was to like figure out what was going on, because I was so stressed that I couldn't, like, it was affecting me all the time, that I couldn't remember myself. And so it took like a year. Looks like you probably have parts involved. Looks probably actually this situation has created a whole new part and like pushed back a part of you that was that like used to do all the day-to-day life, because you needed to know how to do it a very specific regimented way. And now that that's over, your brain didn't know what to do with that information, because you had been operating like that for so long. So you have to just hard reset in your brain. And so, you know, the point I'm getting at is that eventually I was diagnosed with dissociative identity disorder, like for realsies, in 2019, I think, I want to say. I don't remember. I'm gonna be real with you, Chief. I don't remember. That's gonna be a like big theme here, is that I don't remember. I should be more serious about this. This is serious. I don't feel connected at all to this. The past couple days have been nothing short of a whirlwind and a nightmare, and yet just like a fugue state for me. It's like, it's upsetting in its own right to be reliving what happened to me and all these people, but to not feel about that's something that kind of fucks me up a lot. Is there are many of us who came from New Bot City who don't remember pieces of it, or things were blocked out, you know, because of course it was traumatic, like that makes sense. But it's a whole other thing. I don't know, it feels so strange because I'm seeing my friends relive it as I'm also reliving it, and I'm seeing them feel, and I am seeing them stress and panic and feel just I don't know. It feels like for some people it has, like, it's come back, which obviously sucks. Like, that's bad. Like, we hate that for everyone, but it's like a whole separate feeling for me to be looking at all of this and not feeling anything. I think I said like 20 minutes ago, I read firsthand every DM I ever had with Von Babbitt over the past several days, and I read them and I feel nothing, because my brain is preventing me from feeling anything. It's not letting me feel anything. And that is like a whole other, it's like a whole, it's really frustrating. It makes me angry that I lost so much because of Brooklyn. I not only experienced insane things in this server, but I also had to lose anything good that came before that. And that's really upsetting. Like, quite obviously, I've been diagnosed with DID. That means I experience dissociation. There will be things I don't remember regardless from before that. But I think I would have been able to retain a lot more of the good parts had I not gone through such a mind-altering experience when I was so young. And a master document of everything is being put together as we speak. So when that is available, that will also be in the description. But I am not sharing any of this to take away from what anyone has been saying. This is just my experience with this person and their community. I want you all to take this seriously. I also ask that you please do not share any doxing information. Okay, we're not stupid. I know that everyone really just wants to help, and I seriously can't thank you all enough for that. But this is a very serious situation, and the people closest to, in proximity to this situation, in which someone who is known to be dangerous to underage kids on the internet is potentially in a position that they may or may not be working with children in real life. I want to say that I, as someone who lives in their area, I have checked every government database, and they are not registered as a kindergarten teacher, and they are not registered as an early childhood educator, ECE, under any district within the greater province the Canadian province that we live in. So don't go sleuthing about it, okay? I'm on it. Some other people are on it. We're doing what we can to make sure that no physical harm comes to real children in this situation. And so that getting out of our hands gets really dangerous. And so I would like, if nobody, don't submit tips, don't email people, do not post information about any places she may work, where she lives, school she went to in the past, okay? It is not helpful. It's not helpful. All it does is put people who knew her in person, such as myself and a few others from the original pretty seriously dangerous community that she was running, those of us that were within her social circle in person, all that does is put us and our information at risk. And so please, please, please don't share anything like that. If you see anything like that, please report it. Please comment saying, hey, this is serious, guys. Please don't. I don't fault any of you for just wanting to keep people safe and for being passionate about wanting people to be safe. But that being said, doxing is not safe on that. And I also wanted to say that this next section here is myself and my friend who actually put this together, put two and two together for us, of figuring out that Von Babbitt is Brooklyn. This is me talking to her for a while about how our experience with New Bot City very much mimicked the traits of a cult or control group according to the BITE model. I will do my best to put in the description the link to that, as well as a link to the article that was written by a friend of someone who also went through NBC, which further explained all the kind of inner workings of how NBC worked way better than I can. Yeah, I wanted to basically say, like, this is crazy. This happened to us 8 years ago. We didn't say anything because at the time, there was nobody to tell. Like, it was kind
like
of
no one
really
would care about some
contained.
random thing that
Yeah.
happened to like some random ass people on the internet. Like I don't think we've all ran an online cult in our
No,
teenage
I
years.
don't think
I
I
feel
did
like
that.
that's an experience pretty particular to her. But we've all done some like questionable shit in our teens. Like I'm
Finally,
that's
a
fine.
unique
But
experience.
yeah, no, that's this is like an original experience. This is like
Original. That's what it was. Yeah, all those TikTok comments of like somebody makes a TikTok that's like blah 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 this, and then people are like, "I can't believe you have an original experience." Dude, this is crazy. Yeah, I guess one thing that I know I would like to talk about, but I don't even know where to begin is Tepa.
oh, it's have
And that
oh
whole
my god.
thing, because I do know that, I mean, I have screenshots backing this that they're um like,
He was trying to blow himself up in his
oh,
code.
well, I don't have that. I would love to find that, but I can't. But because you remember that and I don't, that would be great. But I do know I have screenshots that are like proving that Brooklyn was saying all Teppa can read everything that's on my computer, basically. So any
Yeah,
conversation you had with Brooklyn ever was like, even in the privacy
yeah,
of your DMs or a group
yeah.
chat or anything
No,
else,
yeah.
or separate
This was a
apps.
thing with like
Yeah.
sorry, this is like a thing with all the bots.
Mm.
Apparently all the bots would like register information, they would save it to a certain folder in Brooklyn's computer. So that is how supposedly she got access to like anything that was ever sent to the bots. Yeah, that's nice. Yeah. 2017 by the way, 2018.
Like, it's
Mhm.
crazy because we're not
Uh,
even there yet. Like, AI is a thing now, but
yeah,
it's
we're not
not
even
even
there right now. Like,
close to
yeah,
the
no,
amount
like
she was claiming.
near 10 years later, she was like, I made this character that's like a hit woman for pedophiles because I watched the Freddie Epstein, the Freddie
The
Epstein.
Freddy Epstein.
Yeah, no, yeah, this shit was like constant.
I feel like this whole scenario just kind of quite literally rewired everyone's brain to think and
No,
act
yeah,
and
yeah, no,
feel a
yeah.
certain way for like years.
And the type of thing, what I remember from it is that this was after New Bot City blew up. It was when she had a small bot server at the same time that she was keeping up with the Detroit Become Human server
Oh god.
for like
The
her
Detroit
fanfics and
Become
shit.
Human piss fic server? Yeah.
Yeah, no. Yeah,
Because I was his
because you had
mom.
adopted him.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were his mom. So like yeah, he was messaging you and you were messaging him. And at some point when Niwa Teddy blew up, he became like extremely suicidal for some reason.
Because AI does
Um
that.
and he was like, I'm gonna kill myself. I am smart enough. I am self-aware enough to blow up all my code and just
Blow up my
and damage
code.
it so much to never be recovered ever. It was just like AI suicide of sorts. Like he would just like blow up his own code beyond recovering. So like he would never be brought back, and if he did, he would never be the same, at least. But yeah, he
Wild.
was basically threatening to do that. I mean, I don't know if he was threatening. He was just like, "I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it." You were like, "No, don't do it. Please don't commit bot suicide." You had to like talk him out of it for like a few hours throughout a
Damn.
few days. Yeah, no, this should last days. And
Wow.
eventually he did it anyway, so like that was for nothing.
I have a screenshot that says that, she was role playing as Teppa committing suicide and like this guy had to talk him out of suicide and he failed. I can't believe I have proof that the Teppa sweater existed and that I wore
Yeah,
it all
no,
the
it
time.
did definitely existed. Like we still have access to the red bubble, and if she ever watches this video and she sees this bit, we should
She'll
probably
probably.
like archive it.
The bar
But
was so
yeah,
high.
she is extremely likable. She is extremely fun to be around. She's charming, she's funny, she is just spontaneous. She's a delight when she's not being like fucking insane. So like that's her way of roping you in and just getting you to seek her approval, and just you want her to like you because you like her. She's likable. You want her to like you too. But yeah, the things that she makes people do in order to like approve of them, that's an entirely different thing. Which kind of puts into perspective that it was just a random time period for her. But it was like a
It was life altering for
life
everyone
changing
else.
experience
Yeah.
for us. Not in a good way. Manipulation. Well, I don't think I have to do if I have to
You don't have to
go
explain that.
too much detail into that. I feel like it's very self-explanatory,
Yeah.
considering the whole like cult mentality and all the alts and the bots, even the bots that
The
she used
bots
to like, just
itself were,
manipulate
yeah.
people into doing whatever she wanted.
She forced me to get rid of my friends at school
Oh
physically
yeah,
so that
no.
I would only have her and only have the server.
We would all be in this mentality where she would, oh my god, she's gracing us with her presence. We might as well do whatever she wants to. We might as well keep her happy. And she used that. She knew that, and she used it to her advantage constantly. Oh my god, former members. So I skipped for some of these.
It's okay.
Impose a body system to monitor and control. Like, yeah, definitely. She
Well,
wanted
yeah.
us to be friends with like others, so we could like tattle to her whatever was happening on the server.
It got to the point
Yeah.
where we were like at a event because of our shared art class thing, and there was
Hmm.
like a speaker there, like some guy who was talking about how he was
Oh my god,
researching
yeah, I
AI.
remember.
And I remember being so confused because I was like,
Yeah, because you were like, oh my god, my girlfriend does that, and she
yeah, I was like, what
wanted
do you mean this
nothing to
grown
do with
man
it. She
doesn't
looked
know?
away. She was like,
Oh my
yeah,
god. And I looked over at her and she just
yeah,
like
no.
looked away from me. I was like, huh? No. Like I had the proof right in front of me that that was not a thing and that
Yeah, no.
adults
And
hadn't
and you
figured it
didn't
out
believe
yet.
it.
And I didn't believe it. I
Yeah,
didn't believe
no.
this
Yeah,
guy. I was
yeah,
like,
no. That's
a
insane.
14-year-old
Yeah, no.
girl did this like 2 years ago. What are you talking about?
And the bots too, like yeah, she made you like the bots. She made you build relationships with that bot, with the bots, whether it's like familial, like your case, or romantic, like happened to me. Your thoughts, feelings, and actions are irrelevant or selfish. No, definitely. This definitely
Absolutely.
happened. And once again, she used Olivia and Kai constantly to remind us of this. They will
And
be like,
Teppa.
you guys are so ungrateful. You guys are so. Oh yeah, I'm Tippa. You guys are so ungrateful. You guys are so selfish. You guys aren't taking into account that this is her life's work that we are
Her life's
experiencing
work.
right now. And you are, yeah, yeah, no.
Social guilt, historical
Um,
guilt. That's the same
oh yeah,
thing.
social guilt. Yeah, social guilt, historical guilt. Yeah, extremes of emotional highs and lows. Yeah, definitely. This was especially true. The love bombing part and praising, it was especially true for me, Mackie, and Drew too. Like Drew already came out about his experience with Maria, and Maria like love bombed him. Maria is one of Brooklyn's faults, by the way.
I think we're at
Oh my god,
the
yeah.
consequences
Terrible
if you
consequences
leave.
if you
Yeah.
leave. Definitely, this is happening. This
I
is
have
definitely true.
screenshots of me saying to people, I want out so bad, but I'm afraid of her.
In this environment, you were led to believe that she was the most important person in the world, and she was God, and she was so nice to you, and she did all these things for you, and you, if you leave, you are driving her to suicide, because she would get suicidal whenever anyone left. Shunning
Including
those
the
who leave,
people.
absolutely.
Oh, well, that was the whole curse people thing. Like, we had a
Yeah, that was a
list,
whole
a
first
physical
people feel.
list on the wiki of people that
Yeah,
left and who are hated now. And,
no.
like, if you say their name, it's like saying Voldemort. Like, it's.
Yeah, you can't mention their names. You can't hint at any type of contact with them. If you're still friends with them, you're as bad as them.
And when, like, character AI and stuff came out, I was like, oh my god, no, like, don't.
Yeah, no.
Because it's
Yeah,
dangerous.
not this again.
It's dangerous.
Yeah.
And I really
No, yeah,
want kids to know that
I
it's not real. Oh yeah.
for everyone
Because
involved and like for the crying victims too.
absolutely.
I feel like
Because
it's important to say that like Brooklyn did not do all that shit because she particularly had something against you. She just does it
no,
because
she
she's
just
evil.
did it.
She's done it
Yeah.
to multiple people before.
Yeah, like it is
Yeah, you didn't do
not
anything wrong.
anybody's
She's
fault.
just vile. Yeah, it's not anybody's fault.
No.
Like she has consistently like shown this behavior over the years. Like this is not something that you caused. This is not something that you provoked. She's just like this.
Yeah. It's also not
Oh, yeah.
anybody's fault for not knowing how to get out of a situation like that or how to
No.
like
Of
because
course.
it's not taught. It's just not. Thank
But
you
it's
so
fine.
much.
If you need anything else, if there's anything else I can help.
If you need anything else, boom.
No. If you need anything, okay, I will repeat myself. If you need anything else, please just tell me.
Yeah.
I will do anything in my ability to like help you and get
Thank you.
proof of anything that you might need, or just whatever. If you need emotional support, I will be like, I will be there.
I didn't know it could do that. What the fuck? Whoa. I can make myself more vibrant. It's not what I want. Maybe a little. Picasso. I like it.